YouTube, what's going on? Your boy's back. I want to talk about all the clippers that I have, starting with the most recent, and then I'm gonna go back to the ones I started with. All right, the most recent clippers I bought was the Stylecraft Instinct Pro, and I want to start with the Stylecraft Instinct Pro. When I first bought these right here, I was like, they're so small, and I was like, but I can get used to them, which I did, and I started doing a little tweaking on it, and I put the black shell casing on along with the Unused blade. I modified them, and they cut perfect. The reason I went to the Unused blade because I love the purple magnetic guard, the zero, which is the OG zero in the number 1 guard, and it's easily to manipulate the haircut. I don't have no problem at all cutting through the hair with these right here, but these right here are actually my go-to clippers because I just love Stylecraft. But I don't see any difference between Stylecraft and Wahl, but everybody had their differences and their own opinion on whatever they like. But for starters, you know what I'm saying, I like the Stylecraft. Don't get me wrong, I love all my clippers, but I like the Stylecraft more. And we're gonna come back with the Stylecraft trimmers. Now, I have not modded these. Well, actually I did. I put the gold shell casing like I did the other Stylecraft, and I got the see-through glass and everything. So these right here, I don't really use these for the edge up. I use these just to, you know what I'm saying, knock the ball line. But every now and then you might see me do a little edge up with these. You can't have one without the other. These are the recent ones I just recently bought. I'm just going reverse of all the clippers that I bought. And the ones before for the Stylecraft Instinct, I had to get them Cocos. These right here are digital gap. Digital gap mean, you know what I'm saying, you can't just have the blade so close up on the non-moving blade. So they digitally, you know what I'm saying, got a microscope, and they magnify the blades and make the blades real close instead of using a zero gap, because some zero gaps is not guaranteed to zero gap your clippers, your trimmers, because you can have them over gap, you know what I'm saying? So the digital gap, you know what I'm saying, kind of help you more because you have a magnified casing, glass, mirror, but a digital gap. Now I love my Cocos, don't get me wrong, I love my Cocos, but we're just gonna keep it rolling, man. And then we're gonna just come back down to the Wahl detailers. Now these right here, these are my hitters, man. I'm talking about, I love Wahl detailers. That's why I was saying earlier, the Wahls and the Stylecraft, they kind of simulate each other because I guess the blade system. So if I was to take the blade off my Stylecraft Instinct trimmers and put them on the Wahl detailers, I know they will be chopping. I know that for a fact, man. I'm telling you, dog. Before I was using the Cocos, this is the only thing I was using. Now I have other trimmers, but these was the only one I was using because they hit. They hit real good. All right, now on to the next one. Let's see. Now, these the one I bought after I graduated barber school. Or did I have? Yeah, after I graduated barber school. My Oster Octane. They are detachable blade, man. These right here get the job done. Like if a client come in and they say, hey man, you think you can cut me in 15 or 20 minutes? Detachable blade all the way. Use these, it's great time consuming. It'll get the job done in time for that your client won't be able to miss his appointment or anything like that. So it don't really matter about are they Oster Octane. They could be Oster Classic 76s. As long as they're detachable blades, man, they get the job done. Let's move on. My gold Babyliss Pro FX. I love these. The reason I love these is because they had a fade blade. The fade blade is real thick at the back. But I bought these when I was in barber school because we had a lady used to come up there to the school, and she worked for this hair salon. She worked for this barber store, I want to say. Shout out to Fort Worth Barber Supply. But she used to work there. Her name was Miss Veronica, and she always used to come, and I was like, man, I can't even afford them right now. So I had to cut so many heads just to buy these right here, man. And when I finally made enough money to buy these, she gave me, oh my God, she gave me a good 10% discount off these right here. And then it actually saved money in my pocket because I thought she was gonna give me the wholesale price on these, but she gave me a 10% discount, and I kept money in my pocket, and I had my own Babyliss FX Pro Gold, my Unused trimmers. I rarely even use these right here, but they work. Now, everything that I'm showing you guys work now. So don't get me wrong and say, oh, you just showing me clippers, turn them on, they don't work. All my clippers work. I would not have all my clippers lined up right here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with these when I first seen them. And you know, like when you first see stuff, you be like, oh man, I want them. But when you get them, it's different because knowing that you have them and you can use them anytime that you want to, you really don't rely on going back to use them. I just really just have these for kids because you know what I'm saying, the small kids, these right here give a softer line. The line be so, oh my God, ghost line. Now guys, I'm a little bit out of the name branding. When I say that, what makes me say I'm a little bit out of the name branding because these trimmers right here, to me, they hit, but the name, they hit, but I buy stuff by the name brand. But more than less, you know what I'm saying, I got the Vader Supreme. So I'm thinking the Supreme is a name brand. If I'm not wrong, you know what I'm saying, let me know in the comments section. But I think they are name brand, but they hit. They call Vader Supreme. I mean, these right here, I actually use this as well as I use the Stylecraft Instinct trimmers. I kind of like erase the little, you know, debuck at the section after I make my first initial guideline, the hair all the way around the head. See, majority of my clippers are like cleanup work. Now, don't get me wrong again. I use some of my trimmers, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, edge up. I really don't, well, my go-to trimmers are actually my Coco, man, my Coco. But yeah, I had, these right here remind me of the Cocos, that's why I got them. But yeah, I just used these recently, my Babyliss FX trimmers, man. I just used these recently. The last time I actually used these before recently, I say about 2 years ago. That's the last time I used these. Then, so when I say recently used, I used these like last week. Now I changed the blade, I oiled them up and everything. These right here hit like I just bought them. But I've been having them for a while. And I'm like, wow, man, I had these things for 2 years and they still hitting like I just bought them yesterday. Everything that I have, I always keep them serviced up. So I just want to let you guys know, you know, I'm not, you know, too big on just letting stuff sit around and don't even, you know, keep maintenance up on it. Even though I'm not using these as much, I still keep them maintenance up because ain't no telling, something else might go out and I can just jump to these. Just keep your stuff, you know what I'm saying, maintenance, man. Let alone, I showed you guys the gold one, but I just want to show you the white ones. Now I bought these right here when I was in Dallas. Now the one I told you I bought at barber school are the gold ones. These right here, after I graduated barber college, I bought these because, you know, I'm the type of guy, I want to buy stuff in sets. I want to have, if I don't have one, you got to have the other. Remember I said that earlier. So you can't have one without the other, man, because, you know, you want all your stuff to match. It's like I'm kind of OCD when it comes to clippers and all that stuff. I had to have at least 2 of each, just like I have 2 ring lights. I have to have 2 of each. I showed you the gold Babyliss FX clippers. Now I want to show you guys the gold Babyliss FX trimmers. Now the other ones I just showed you, they was chameleon, but these are gold right here with the DLC 2.0 blade as well. These right here, while I was living there, I think I just moved. I moved from, no, I take that back. After I bought my gold ones from when I was in barber school, I asked the location of where her barbershop was, which was Fort Worth Barber Supply. She gave me an address. I bought the gold one from her while I was in school. So when I got out of class that particular day, I went and bought the gold ones to match the gold clippers. Man, I'm telling you, man, all my stuff is fire, bro. I have a pair of clippers in a box. I haven't unboxed it yet. I have these boxed up already. I have not even used these yet. I had these about 3 years, and I opened the box up and looked at them, but I just haven't just used them in like 3 years. Now you probably see me use these in some videos, but they were not mine. Those were somebody else's clippers because I wanted to try their clippers to see how they cut, and I was like, man, they cut good. So if you go back a couple of videos and see these in my videos, these are not the ones that I'm cutting with. I was using someone else's, but I have not opened these in 3 years. Now these, barber school gave me these right here. I got these from my barber college where I was attending, and these are some great detachable blades, man. When I first started cutting hair, I always wanted to go to all blade detachable, but once you get to recognize everything that you're doing, you don't really need these, man. You can always go back and do like a 15-minute job if somebody want to, rush up out the shop for an interview or anything else. But these right here, these will get the job done as well as the Oster Octane. I got so much clippers to show you guys, man. I might have to do a part 2 on this. But let alone, I'm gonna show you one more thing before I end this. I'm not a big fan of using shavers, but I just like these because of the color. These are matching. That's why I got it. I got the trimmers, and so I had to get the shavers too, man. So yeah, everything is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna kind of like stop talking right now because I got so many clippers and trimmers to show you guys, man. I might have to do a part 2 segment on it. But if you guys have any questions or you want to see me do a certain haircut on any video, let your boy Black Prince the Barber know. And if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button because, you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep this thing consistent. And like I always say, shout out to Beast by Malachi. Shout out to Detroit Coco. Shout out to Joanne. Shout out to Rich Naturals. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mafia, man. Man, look, if I have not named all my subscribers, bro, shout out to you anyway. Because if I give one shout out, I had to give a lot of more shout outs. So if you on this channel watching my video, major shout out to you, bro. And big shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's your boy Black Prince the Barber. And I just want to keep it, just keep it real with you guys. Now you might see me on here every now and then talking about my clippers. I love to talk about my clippers because, I'm a one-man barber, you know what I'm saying? So I get the job done. So if I'm not talking about anything else, I got to be talking about my clippers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you guys a full tour, maybe in the next video or the video after that. But all my videos are not gonna be, I'm not gonna say all my videos, but majority of my videos is gonna be about cutting hair. And then I might break it down and do a vlog one day, just walk around the neighborhood and talk about how I feel about cutting hair. If not that, I'm just gonna sit down and talk to you guys about some personal stuff about what's going on in my life, other than me cutting hair. And I'm gonna do it like a Q&A thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write something down on the paper, write questions down, and I'm gonna answer my questions that I write for myself. For example, how long have you been cutting hair? Do you love cutting hair? What makes cutting hair comfortable for you? And then I will go along and answer them questions because I'm pretty sure you guys want to ask me the question that I'm going to write down for myself to answer. But yeah, with further ado, man, I'm glad you guys stuck around. If you stuck around this long, man, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button below. But with further ado, you already know what I'm about to say. It's your boy, not my boy. It's your boy, Black Prince the Barber. And I'm out of here. May God bless. Peace.